Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and it's been a minute, so I thought what better way to come back and make a video than updating you all on my current everyday go-to makeup routine. This is the look I created, and it's so manageable, so doable, so easy, and very minimal products, and it'll really help you achieve like a flawless everyday look that still makes you look full glam and make people think it took you 2 hours to do, but honestly it took you like 10 minutes. So if you are interested in learning how to achieve this everyday flawless glam routine that you can really rock like day, night, events, kind of whatever, like I said, it's like a full glam situation, then please continue to watch this video. All right, I have nothing on my face except for just some chapstick lip gloss. It's just like a primer for your lips. But I'm gonna go ahead and just start and do the base of my face, and then I'll just do some mascara on my eyes. I don't use primer lately. I just don't think I need it, but you're welcome to use primer. I just go straight to my foundation. I have not been damping my beauty blender. I've learned that with a wet beauty blender, it just feels super more moist on my face, and it keeps it more like wet and like dewy looking, which if you like that, it's not a bad thing. I like to look a little bit more matte lately just because I feel like I get oily regardless. So some things never change. I'm gonna jump in with my Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. This is my go-to. It's my holy grail. I love it. I have, however, been mixing this product with my NARS Soft Matte Foundation. This foundation is a more matte-like finish, but it's not too dry. And because I am more oily right now during the season, I just mix it, and both combined and mixed together, it looks so good. I just kind of take it and put it directly on my face, honestly. Like, I just kind of put it everywhere. Then I take my Armani Luminous Silk and I just put a few dots like that on my face. And I take my dry beauty blender and I just start to mix everything together on my face. These two foundations mixed together make the perfect combination of like a very matte but still dewy, like natural skin finish. And I'm just loving the way that it looks on top of, you know, everything else that I put on my face. It just gives me a more like soft filter-like finish, and that's just what I'm into right now. I can never just really stick to using one foundation lately. Even on clients, I'm like constantly mixing to one, have like the perfect color, and then two, just to get the best complexion possible in terms of formula and texture. So if you are lucky and able to make one foundation work, I love that for you. But not me. I like to put this behind my eyelids, literally everywhere. I want it to be fully even all over my face. This probably takes me the longest, is to just make sure that the foundation is equally blended everywhere on my face, on my neck, all together. Okay, so now that we're equally foundationed up, I'm gonna jump into concealer. For concealer, I'm going to be mixing two of my current favorites. This is the Givenchy concealer. I'm in the color number 4. It's the Power Fabric, the Power Fabric concealer. I recently got this from my sister and I've been loving it. It's very, very creamy. So like, it's not gonna be very thick, and it's light wear, so a little goes a long way, but it's very light and blendable. I don't like to have it too thick, but the Anastasia Beverly Hills, I like to mix it with this as well. It's very similar to the foundation, like that soft matte and that dewy combined together just looks so good. I also take the Anastasia Beverly Hills, I'm in the color 9, and I just put like 2 dots right here just to mix it, to give it a little bit, it's a few dots, not 2 dots, just to give it some more pigmentation when I blend it, but the two combined together look really, really good. I'm gonna take that same beauty blender and just go ahead and blend under my eye, and literally I bring it like towards the middle of my nose. I know there's all these trends right now with concealer. There are no rules when it comes to makeup. Just do what looks good and works for you. I know people are like, you're still doing your concealer that way. Like, yes, I am, because I love it this way, and I switch it up when I feel like it. And if I want a brighter under eye one day, I'll do that. And if I want a less heavier under eye, I'll do that too. It just depends on what I feel like. So there are no rules. Do whatever you like and what feels good and what looks good, honestly. So I have developed these smile lines, which is great because it means I'm smiling a lot, which awesome. I'm just gonna put it around my mouth here, and then whatever's left over I put on my forehead. Sometimes I'll take that Givenchy concealer because it's very, again, it's super soft and like light. I go down the bridge of my nose a little bit because I do want to contour my nose, And then if you want, you can actually add on your forehead just to like brighten up the T-zone of your face. It just looks good. It's like super brightening. I take the side I blended my foundation with on my whole face and go over everything just so everything's kind of seamless and even. And don't worry about the foundation taking over your concealer. It's still going to be bright. In fact, it gives it more of a softer finish where everything looks nice and textured and blended together. You want that. So I'm going to take that same thing and just go down the bridge of my nose. I made a video prior to this video about the Makeup by Mario collection, and I was kind of like hesitant with his contour stick, but I think I learned and mastered how to use it that works for me, and I love it now. I'm honestly obsessed with it. I've been using it every day. I grabbed this brush by MAC Cosmetics. This is an OG brush. It's the 130. It's honestly amazing. I take the brush and I dip it in the bronzer. This is the cream bronzer in the color medium dark. And then I apply it to my face versus putting the lines on my actual face. And this way I have more control in blending it. I didn't like the actual product, the brush on the back. It didn't work for me at all. But I take it and I just apply it to this brush and then I begin to contour. I'm not doing harsh lines on my cheek. I'm literally looking at this aspect of my face that's going up towards my head right here. And I'm just gonna blend that area and give it some definition and really give it a shadow-like illusion. If you do it in circular motions, you'll have more of a nice shadow effect versus just going like this and getting a harsh line. Just do it in circular motions and blend it. You could start with a little product and bring it up. And then I bring it up to my temples because I'm gonna put it on my forehead as well. And I'm not bringing it down. I'm literally stopping mid-cheek right here, and I'm just gonna highlight these areas. Also gonna put it on my forehead because I love a good warm forehead. And you can go ahead and add more and blend in more if you want it to look a little bit more sharp, but whatever's left on the brush, I'm just gonna put it on my jawline. I have been into contouring my nose lately. I'm loving the way it looks. I don't know why, I'm into it. So if you're into it, you can do this step. I take that same brush, put a little bit of product on it, same product, and I'm just gonna go down the bridges of my nose here. And then I'm gonna bring it up under my eyebrow. So I'm literally going under my eyebrow and bringing it down like this, and then the tip like that as well. It doesn't have to be a perfectly contoured nose, just to give it, again, it's an illusion. But now that we're pretty much done with our cream products, that's basically it in terms of like concealer and stuff. I'm gonna now set everything with powder. Real quick, because I do crease, before I set everything with powder, I'm gonna go back under my eye and just blend these creases that I have with the concealer. And as soon as you blend it, you're gonna wanna add your powder. So I'm using the Mercier translucent powder, obviously. And I'm just gonna grab my same beauty blender and just go ahead and put the powder right under my eye. Like that. And I'm using very minimal product. I'm not baking too much. I'm just like dabbing it under my eye. Because I'm not gonna really brush it off. I'm pressing this product into my skin, and that's what's gonna hold everything together all day. If you do bake and you put a lot of product on, then you'll have to go brush it off, and that's fine too, but I don't wanna brush it off. I'm literally pressing this into my skin, and I'm just gonna keep pressing until it just becomes part of the complexion. And I tend to get super oily right here under my nose and like on the sides of my nose, so I'm just being generous around that area. I'm putting it basically everywhere, honestly, because I tend to get oily lately. It's so annoying. Behind my eyelids, I get oily. If you have any recommendations for behind the eyelid oily situation, let me know, because like it's like really annoying. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with my bronzer to continue and warm up my face. This is by Charlotte Tilbury. I've been loving this brand. Her products are amazing. They're a little bit more expensive, but if you're okay with spending that amount and the more like luxury end side of things, then I recommend Charlotte Tilbury. I have a few of her things. I'm just gonna put this the same areas where I put that bronzer, the cream bronzer, but I'm like gonna just warm up my face. So I'm kind of putting it generously in circular motions everywhere like this. You don't have to literally contour, just put it on your cheeks like this. I put it on the tip of my nose too. To brighten up my under eye a little bit more, I'm also going in with Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Airbrush in the color 2 Medium. It's a pressed powder. It's not a translucent powder, it's a pressed powder. So it's going to brighten up the areas that you put it on. It's a little bit brighter, the shade that I'm using, because I like a lighter under eye. I'm just grabbing a setting brush and I'm gonna add and press this right under my eye. This really gives you a filter-like finish. Like, it's insane. Her products like will make you look like you have a filter on your face. live, no Instagram. In person, wow. Okay, let's jump into blush. I mix like 12 blushes together, just FYI. I love blush, and there's no way that just one blush is gonna do what I needed to do. It's not even giving what it was supposed to give. These blushes are from Wet n Wild. They're so affordable and they're so fire. I'm using the colors Pinch Me Pink and Mellow Wine. So I grab it generously. I'm gonna smile, and this is the apple of my cheek. This is the area where I want the blush to blind someone. So I'm just gonna smile and put this there first. You can see it immediately, and just literally back and forth like that. And then in circular motions, I'm gonna bring it up to where we kind of highlighted that bronzer, because I kind of want it everywhere. I'm just gonna do the same here in the apples of my cheek and then bring it up. I honestly put some blush on my nose because why not? Just put it everywhere, honestly. I'm gonna go ahead and just put some highlight on my cheeks. This is by Bobbi Brown. I'm obsessed with this. It's Moon Glow. It's one of the most beautiful highlighters I've had in a while. It reminds me a lot of the Anastasia Beverly Hills Amrezy one. It's not a harsh highlight. It's so soft and iridescent looking that you literally just do a little bit on a brush, and I smile, and I'm not gonna put it like a harsh line. I'm literally just gonna put it right here, like right there for a second. And you see how like subtle? It literally looks like you're glowing naturally versus, oh my God, there's a harsh line on her face. Just gonna put it right there. Very minimal, just like that, like a little bit. And I'm just gonna put a little bit, whatever's left over on the tip of my nose and like the bridge of my nose right here, just to highlight it a little bit. So next I'm gonna do my eyebrows. I am still committed and consistent with the Anastasia Brow Wiz. I am in the color dark brown. Pencil just works for me if you're into powder, if you're into a pomade, if you're into a pencil, whatever works. My brows, lately I'm into a thick, bushy like brow. That's just the vibe we're into lately. So I brush it all up. Just grabbing my pencil, I'm just gonna go ahead and start defining it. I start on the bottom like this, and I'm just going back and forth, literally like coloring it in. I'm following my natural shape, going back and forth. I'm avoiding the front area. I don't want that part to look too drawn on, but I'm focusing on the middle of the brow and the end, and I'm just gonna bring it out and extend it. And as I'm drawing, I'm brushing because I don't want it to be too harsh. Then I'm gonna start on the top and create an arch. I like a thick end like this. Like I like a thick brow. I'm just into that right now. I don't know what it is. I don't want it to look clean or sharp. I just want it to look messy and fluffy. So I'm taking the end, I'm literally holding it by the bottom because I don't want to have too much control. And I'm literally just gonna add some like lines right here and bring some hair strokes up like this. You brush as you go because that'll blend it. Okay, so now that both my brows are on, I'm gonna grab a brow gel. This is just a clear brow gel from Anastasia, and I do like to go over this. I feel like it makes them darker for some reason, and I love that. Going over it with like a gel, and I just brush the whole eyebrow, but in the beginning area, the front area, I brush it up so the hair strokes can really be there, and that's just a finished brow. Next thing are my eyes, and all I like to do is mascara. I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills mascara. This one is fire. If you're in the market for a good mascara, I highly recommend theirs. It's very like dark and black, which is what I love. I'm just gonna go ahead and start to apply this to my eye. Just one layer on both, and then I'll let it dry for a minute. And you can already see how one eye is already like popping off, and this one has no mascara. Like this does such a good job on its own. You don't need really much. I know some people like to mix 2-3 mascaras. Whatever works for you, but this one seems to do enough for me. And I get it everywhere. It is what it is. Get a Q-tip, clean it up, move on. The final step with my last layer of mascara is I go on top. So, unlike going on the bottom of my lashes, I put the mascara on top like this, and I coat that top part and I bring it out, and you'll see how much longer it makes your lashes look. And then again, you can just clean it up on the bottom, separate them if you need to, if they're like all together. Again, just cleaning it up if you got it anywhere. So I am into lip liner, OG MAC. I love MAC lip liners. This is the color SOAR. It's like a pink. You can do a neutral, you could do a red, whatever you want with this lip. That's the beauty of it. It's like you don't have too much going on in the eye, so you can pair this with any lip. But I'm into like a more pink nude lip lately. So this lip liner is SOAR by MAC. I'm just gonna go ahead and line my lips. And then I just kind of bring it all in and I blend it a little bit. And I'm gonna take the color Honey Love by MAC. It's my go-to matte nude lipstick. Paired with any lip liner, this color makes the most beautiful color. So this is Honey Love by MAC, and I'm just gonna put it all over the center like this. And I'll go over my lip liner a little bit. And it just creates the most perfect pink nude lip color that is just gorgeous. You can add like a clear gloss if you want. I'll just go in the center with some lip gloss. This has no color. And honestly, that's it. So easy. You can spray your face with some, you know, Fix Plus. I also like the Airbrush Flawless Charlotte Tilbury spray as well, but I haven't been spraying my face lately and it's just fine. This looks great until you have to put a mask on and it ruins it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Super easy, super doable. Comment down below, let me know your thoughts, your go-to must-have favorite products that you're in the market for. But like I said, makeup has no rules, so just have fun with it. If you look good and you feel good, that's all that matters. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, I'll see you later.